Millennials who live with mom and dad will need $10,000 to move out. Financial freedom costs money. One 25-year-old man living with his parents asked users of the social media site Reddit to chime in on his mother's advice that he save up between $10,000 and $15,000 before he moves out. He's debt-free, earning at least $1,800 per month and planning to rent an apartment in an area where the cheapest studio goes for $850 a month. That's $5. Some financial advisors told MarketWatch they also agree with his mother. Eric Walters, James Gambaccini, managing partner of Acorn Financial Services in Reston, Virginia, said $10,000 to $15,000 is a good start. Whatever the finals, rather than having anxiety about her son leaving home, Gambaccini said, the 25-year-old's mother may want to ensure that once he goes, he doesn't come back. That might mean her other set of 5-figure savings was probably more than most millennials would need before flying the coop. James DiVirgilio, that independence helps young adults foster responsibility and build assets over time, DiVirgilio, a millennial, said. Millennials need to. This Redditor is one of many young and restless millennials living at home due in part to rising rents and living expenses and stagnant wages, particularly for those on the first rung of the corporate ladder. An increasing number, but this Reddit user is unusual in other ways. He said he doesn't have any student loan debt. Americans have the biggest part of moving out is finding a place to move to. Housing costs. The national median monthly rent was $1,530 as of March, according to HotPads, a rental search platform owned by Zillow. In many places, charges like deposits, application fees, parking, and pet deposits can add another $285 a month or $3,420 in yearly housing costs, HotPads said. Personal finance site Go Banking Rates estimates roughly $314 per month for healthcare premiums, $280 for monthly student loan repayments, $50 a month on internet. Millennials they may also budget for $10 a month to subscribe to services like Google Play Music Unlimited, Apple Music, Spotify or Netflix. That doesn't include money for concerts, movies, clubs, sports games, alcohol, and other social activities. The good news: nearly 47% of working millennials had at least $15,000 in savings, according to a by Bank of America that polled 2,000 people between the age of 23 and 37. Millennials are supposedly splurging on trendy and, according to an oft-repeated cliché, expensive avocado toast. However, they also spend approximately $702 per month or $8,426 per year on transportation costs, which equates to $623 less than the national annual average. Other research saying millennials spend about $192 a month or $2,300 a year more compared to older generations on groceries, gas, restaurants, coffee, and cell phone bills. Redditors overwhelmingly came to the same conclusion in the case of the 25-year-old man. Mother knows best. In the long game of life, he may never have another chance to save this kind of money again, especially when he starts paying rent. Being on your own.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park,